Hi, good morning guys. I know it's been a long time since I did a video. We've been really busy. We had skating competition, we're prepping for a trip that my daughter has to take to Washington. I'm prepping for a trip to Garden Grove, California, and then Portland. And then, like I said, the week I get back from that, we will be taking off and going to Washington State for my daughter's finals. So, to the chagrin of my haters, I have started another GoFundMe for that. There'll be a new link to a GoFundMe down below. All the people that say I'm beggar, if you understood how expensive skating was, even the families that have a lot of money have to do GoFundMes to do these trips. Because not only do we have to pay for us, we have to pay for the coach, lodging, and travel. So it means I have to buy her plane tickets and her hotel room, plus the coaching fees. So with all that aside, guys, this morning we are going to talk about, I'm actually going to do two videos today because I have something unique here. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. We are going to talk about the Chavez Ultramar Street Redencion version. So now this is mine. I did acquire this in a trade, but let's go ahead and we'll get this turned around and we'll take a quick look at this knife and why it's kind of a paradox for me. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to turn the music down. Did I get you? So guys, this is the Chavez Redencion version that they did, the smaller one that he had done by Riat. This is the one that came out, the smaller version. It came out a couple years ago, done by Riat. It is in S35VN steel, but this is not exactly the same knife. So what I've done is I made a couple modifications to this knife just to take care of a couple issues that I had with it. But I love this little knife. And it is odd that I should like this knife because there's so many things about it that are contradictory to what I like in knives. The blade shape is a good blade shape, but the problem is really thick at the tip. And so it's got an area here that is not real slicey and cutty. It's real thick, real robust. Nice hollow grind here, but thickens into the tip. So there's so many things on this that just should scream something that I wouldn't want, but I do like it. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. We'll zoom in on it a little bit, get a better view, and I'll show you the knife and try and figure out why I like it, but we'll look at the things that I did to it and the things that come standard on it. So guys, let's take a quick look at this. This is it's a bulky knife. That should be the first thing that would indicate it wouldn't be something that I'm really a fan of. It's blocky, it's bulky, it's got some sharp hot spots on it, but I still like it. Now, what you're looking at on this, full titanium handles, backspacer, and pocket clip, steel hardware, S35VN with this big robust blade. It is a thick blade. So in comparison, size-wise, let's take a quick look at it. Here's my Sebenza. Pretty much everybody knows the size of a Sebenza. It's just a little bit smaller than a Sebenza, maybe about an inch shorter than a Sebenza. But look at how thick the blade stock is in comparison. Ambidextrous thumb studs. It does have a steel lock bar insert. And like I said, the backspacer is also a big, thick, honking piece of titanium. So now where this should be a problem with me is there's some hot spots on this. I'm not gonna lie. That's a hot spot right there. The thumb studs are a hot spot. If you don't have tough thumbs, if you don't have like thumbs like mine where they're all calloused, this is gonna tear your thumbs up a little bit. That corner there is a little hot. It just kind of digs in. But the fact is, I still like this knife. So now let's look at the blade. So you've got a deep hollow grind that comes into this flat grind down towards the tip, Spanto style. On this one, it's a little thick. I'm not gonna lie, this one, I wish that this blade was a little broader so that that termination could have been a little thinner like it is on the new one he has, the 229 that came out, also a production model. But you know, there's some hot spots. There's some things I wish these weren't quite as proud, and I couldn't even really shorten those down because then you'd never be able to remove them if you needed to. Jimping here is a little bit sharp, but that doesn't bother me. One of the things that does bother me is that spot right there is not cut out to match the rest of the jimping. And it's just an aesthetics thing. So basically this knife is pretty much stock with the exception of a couple small things. Only thing I did was I refinished the handles. I did them black, and I did an orange peel on the backspacer and pocket clip just on the face, just to give it a little bit more of a aesthetic look. So I've got some bronze and black, and a little bit of black down in the lines, but I left it solid. Now, the big thing that I actually did that was, it really needed it. This blade came back a little bit further, and then it had a beard on it. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I have another Reat. It is predominant in a lot of Reats because I have to do a video about this knife as well, this other knife. So hang on a second, let me go grab it, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I meant to grab this. So this is what I was talking about. I had a bit of a beard where the blade sweeps up, and then it's kind of, there's just a dead spot there. Now, is that going to affect the function of the blade? No, not really. But the problem was that what you're going to run into is that hits into your stones, and it's not what I wanted in my knife. This knife I haven't done it to yet. My buddy Matthew actually is purchasing this knife, so I'm not going to do too much until I find out exactly what he wants to do on this. But on Reats, there's a handful of Reats that have that. This one actually had it, and I did the same thing. I opened the choil up ever so slightly and just got rid of it. Not trying to make it a choil, a finger choil, I mean, but just to open that up just enough that I didn't have that. So I did that on this Chavez as well. So it came out really nice. Put a nice fine edge on it. But like I said, there's things about this knife that really should not appeal to me. I mean, there are things about this knife that do not appeal to me, but for some reason, I can overlook them. I've always wanted one of these, and now that I have one, it's in my pocket a lot. Hang on a second, let me flip this around, we'll talk about it. So, guys, like I said, there are things about this knife that should just not appeal to me, but I think that there's more aesthetic here than function, and normally I am a function over form kind of guy. I really don't care about how a knife looks. It's got to have the right performance, all those things. I think that in the case of this knife, that just everything together, that I would not have wanted this knife to be done any differently. I wouldn't have wanted any of the other ones I've ever seen, the 228s, the actual redencions. I've sharpened some of those. They're all pretty much the same, and they all have these things about them that just should scream, that's not a Mike knife. But when you get it, and just the cool factor, the action on it is great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, action on these are great. I do believe that the American-made, the Chavez American-made 228s were a little bit snappier and smoother. They had a different feel, but this definitely has the feel of a Reat, which is where it was made. And if you guys have been around knives for a while now, you can start to feel the difference between the action you get in, say, a Wee knife from China, or a Reat, or a Millet. You can kind of pick them out of a lineup. If you didn't know where it was made, you can kind of start to pick them out just from design cues and things like that, and the way they feel. This does run on bearings. It runs on ceramic bearings, as a matter of fact. It's got a ceramic detent ball. The action on it's really smooth. This is dirty. This is fairly dirty. I've been carrying it a lot. I've cleaned it twice. The guys up at Fair and Forge have now got an ultrasonic cleaner on the counter. I've tossed it in a couple times and cleaned it out and re-oiled it. It does spend a lot of time in my pocket. Like I said, and I don't know why. But these days, 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be 2 knives in my pocket, and it's gonna be these 2. My Fair and Forge Master Blaster, this is why they're here. My Fair and Forge Master Blaster, and this. Those are the 2 that I'm gravitating to, and I'm thinking that there might be knives that I should just get rid of out of my collection because they don't get carried. So, but no, guys, all in all, these knives came out great. They stayed true to Ramone's original design. The pocket clip it stayed true. The only thing I wish, and I thought about doing it, was rounding this over and making it look like the originals. I may still do it, but I got a feeling that that's gonna make this pocket clip not function as well, because you can see there's a little ramp on that point, and that's where it goes over your pants pocket. So that, I thought about doing it, but I've looked at it. I think it's gonna wind up staying like that. Yeah, these are great little knives. They're not something though, however, like I said, they're not something if you are someone that's looking for something that's gonna be slicey all the way through and all the way up. Is it sharp? Yes. Is it a little thick behind the edge? Absolutely. Right there at that forward, it is really thick behind the edge. So it's not gonna be a knife that's gonna be as slicey for some of the tasks you want to do. It does not cut cardboard as well as, say, something like this that is really thin behind the edge, or the cardboard eating beast, the Sabenza. But for a small pocket knife, something you're gonna grab and go out, if you're like somebody that lives in the city and you just need a knife to carry, this would be something cool. And it gets attention. I'm not gonna lie, that pocket clip, if you're wearing a pair, I have a pair of black pants that I wear, that sticking out over a pair of pants, pair of black pants, it gets attention. It looks cool, because a lot of times I put them in the side pocket down here on the thigh, on those black 511s, and it stands out, and it does get attention. So, guys, I know, I'm sorry it's been so long between videos. There's been a couple reasons, I'll let you guys know. One, I just haven't felt like doing a video. I haven't been in the right kind of mood to do a video. It's been hectic. Like I said, my mom's in town. I've been doing stuff with my mom. It's not that it's my mom's fault that I'm not doing videos. It's just that there's other things I've been wanting to do this last month with my mother here, other than shoot a video and stand here in the kitchen and act like a crazy person and talk to my own phone. It makes you look a little weird. It does. I had to warn the new neighbors. So, like I said, apologize for lack of content. And plus, like I said, we've been busy. Lots of plans and stuff. And the other stuff that's behind the scenes that you guys don't see when I do these videos, I have the knife design with that is released, but I have 2 more designs that are coming out. And so there's been a lot of phone calls and talking about things and figuring out royalties and trying to figure out how we're gonna do the design and you know, what are we gonna launch? What's the launch price? Are we gonna do 2 different versions? There's a lot of stuff that's going on with that. So I will tell you that the Sea Snake is going to be coming out through Artisan probably in the next, probably after the first of the year, sometime after the first of the year. And it's going to be, if all goes to plan, it's going to be 2 price points on that. So that there's, you know, a dressier one in a higher performance steel, and then maybe just a plain Jane one in something like D2. We may stick with S35VN. I don't want to run the price up even on the pricier one too much. S35VN is a good all-around steel, and the companies in China do a really good job with the heat treat on that. So that's something to look out for. It will be coming out. I'm making another Sea Snake hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'm sending one off probably today to get a sheath. So it's just there's been a lot happen all at once, small consolidated time frame, and it just happened that I just have not had the time, one, or the want for 2 to put up a video. But I apologize, guys. I am gonna do 2 videos today because I actually have something really cool that is sitting in my counter space over here where I keep my work stuff that came from the boys at Ferrum Forge. So if you're watching this video, just know that there be another video coming. There be R. Kind of fitting, I got a Disney Pirates of the Caribbean pin on my hat today. But there is another video coming. I'm going to get that shot. I'll get everything set up. I want to lay it out for you guys. It's on a model that just came out that not many people are going to get. But I have 2 of them here for sharpening. So, all right, guys, that's it. You guys take it easy. Tossed my remote across the floor, a counter. You guys take it easy. Have a good weekend. Take care of each other. It's Friday. Don't do anything stupid. Save that for me. You guys take it easy. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Oh, forgot. Almost forgot. How could I forget this? If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. But tell me why. Up in this corner is going to be a subscription link. Down here is going to be a Patreon link if you want to support the channel. Like I've said in other videos, I can't go to Idaho for a couple days if we're not paying for it with Patreon money. So if you want to see things like that, I've already talked to Tim Reeve about going out there, and he said it would be cool, it would be great, but I can't do it. I can't do it without there being the support of the channel. If you guys want to see it, we got to pay for it. In this corner will be a link to a video that YouTube thinks you like, and down here, once again, I'm going to put my buddy Ashton's channel in the links. I talked to him yesterday. Ashton is a great guy, and there's something big on the horizon. We will bring that up and maybe get Ashton in a video. I got to talk to him about it once it happens, if it happens. But something big looming on the horizon for my friend Ashton. So I hope so. I hope so. He deserves it. He needs something good. All right, guys, take it easy. And now I'll see you next time.